When Kalle Rovanpera announced that he would be competing in the World Rally Championship part-time in 2024, it was met with some surprise given his age and the relatively small time he spent competing at the very top level of the series. But when you consider how young he was when he started competing professionally, it began to make a bit more sense. 2024 was meant to be a year that he could go away, try some different things, have some downtime, and then return fully refreshed in 2025. And to make sure he didn't lose his competitive edge, it was confirmed he'd still compete in several rounds of the 2024 WRC season. It was quickly assumed that he'd come in as Toyota's super sub on various events, adding to his already impressive victory tally. But it hasn't quite panned out that way at all. So was it a mistake for Rovanpera to go part-time this year? That's what we're about to delve into. Surprisingly, Kalle Rovanpera has endured a difficult 2024 season so far. His first outing of the year was on Rally Sweden, an event where he crashed out of the lead with a spin on Special Stage 4, which caused damage to his radiator. That was an uncharacteristic mistake, especially since he only retired once in the whole of 2023, but this could easily be put down to a one-off issue. And it did seem like that was the case when he made his second appearance of the season in Kenya. With others running into problems, Rovanpera went on to dominate the rally, winning the event by over a minute and a half. But on his most recent outing on Rally Portugal, the young world champion made yet another mistake, once again retiring from the lead. Coming into Special Stage 11, Rovanpera had a 6.7 second lead over teammate Sebastian Ogier, but on that stage he crashed, demoting him instantly off the top spot and sending him out of the rally. One crash is understandable, but 2 crashes in 3 events is very unlike Rovanpera, and it's something he needs to iron out quickly if it's not to cause significant damage to his confidence. That's a good question, and one that nobody can really answer other than Kalle Rovanpera himself. But part of the answer could lie in the fact that he's on a part-time programme this year, and there's 2 aspects to consider on that point. The first aspect is that being part-time, he's spending less time in the car, less time with the team, and therefore it can easily affect the level of preparation that's going into each event. That's something that could definitely be a factor, especially with Rovanpera having committed to undertaking other events, like the Porsche Carrera Cup race he contested earlier in June at Zandvoort. The other side of the coin to consider is the fact that Rovanpera really has nothing to lose this year. He can drive freely without having to worry about the championship battle, and with that mindset it's easy to try and push harder and harder to find where the real limit is. And in Rovanpera's case, he's ended up going beyond it twice. Of course, it's never Rovanpera's aim to crash. No driver goes into an event wanting to retire. But even if there's no championship at stake for the Finn this year, it's important he starts ironing out mistakes now to avoid it having an impact on his performances next year. No matter how good a driver you are, if you keep crashing, there will come a point where your confidence gets affected, and rallying is all about confidence. If you lack it, you stop attacking corners as hard as you were, and then it's very easy to start losing huge amounts of time. And Rovanpera can't afford that if he's going to be back full-time next year, fighting for his 3rd World Championship title. If he were to jump back in full-time now, then it's highly likely his driving would be completely unaffected, and we'll witness the same Rovanpera of last year, dominating stage after stage. But if he continues on his current trajectory, there's every chance that it could start to pose a real issue. Rovanpera's crashes aren't doing Toyota any good either, especially in a year where it's facing a much tougher battle in the Manufacturers' Championship against Hyundai. It needs its champion to be finishing every rally he competes, and in a high position too. And it won't be helping Rovanpera that his part-time teammate Sebastian Ogier is able to manage just that. To put it into perspective, Ogier has contested 4 rounds this season, and on all 4 occasions he's either won or finished second. That's what Toyota needs Rovanpera to be doing. As it stands, Toyota has a 13-point deficit to Hyundai in the Manufacturers' Championship, and so going forward it needs Rovanpera to make sure he's taking as many points off the Hyundai drivers as possible on the rounds he contests. We don't know what events Rovanpera will be competing on for the remainder of the year at the moment, but it's likely he will be competing on his home event Rally Finland. Question marks also remain about Latvia, given its similar nature to the Finnish stages. but beyond that it's very much up in the air. 2024 might be a year for Rovanpera to go and enjoy some downtime, tackle some new projects and just have fun, but Toyota needs him on his A game when he's competing. He's brought so much success to the team in recent years, but right now, with its full-time drivers Elvin Evans and Takamoto Katsuta struggling to regularly fight for wins, Toyota needs Rovanpera to step up, plug the leak and keep it in the hunt for the championship.